a new bill, the Superhuman Registration Act. It would require all heroes to register with the government, whether they want to or not.
Which would mean the politicians get to tell us who the bad guys are. We need to make sure this thing doesn't happen.
To that end, we're heading down to Washington. I've been offered a chance to testify before a congressional subcommittee.
And I'm going to rally the people down there. We need to get a grassroots resistance movement going before the SRA can gain any momentum.
We want you to come along in case there's any trouble. We've got a Quinjet waiting to fly us down there. Let's go. We're coming up on DC, team, but the situation has radically changed during our flight, and not for the better. The city just came under attack by an unknown terrorist force. We're going to coordinate defense efforts with S.H.I.E.L.D. Buckle up and be ready for anything.
This is S.H.I.E.L.D. Lieutenant Farrell. We've got some of the senators prepped for evac, but the zone's too hot to lift off. Eliminate the enemy forces in the area so we can get those people out. Finally, some backup. Eliminate those terrorists. We need to get the senators to safety.
Hey, I'm from New York. What'd you expect?
At least it was cool that you tried so hard.
This zone's secure. We'll get the choppers out. You should proceed down the hill. Head them off before they can hit us again.
You pirate.
Approaching landing zone, ETA. Incoming Sam, 2 o'clock. We're in. Turn out the left, try to pull it down. Hang on. Farrell here. We made it. We're under attack. You assist.
Well, that's all the fun I can stand in one day. You know, they don't call me amazing for nothing.
Watch your backs!
We're done now, right?
Damn, what a mess. I shouldn't have jumped a gun like that. That rocket came from the southeast. We need to take out whoever fired it before we can bring anyone else in. Those must be the guys who shot down our chopper. Take them out, now!
Normally, I'd stay and insult you some more, but I've got things to do.
That's quite a shiner you're gonna have tomorrow.
Don't get up. I'll show myself out.
ugly foreign freaks! You ruined my vacation! And you! Dumb as nails shield clones! I saw what you did to those cherry blossoms back there! You think those things grow on trees? And you think it makes me less of a man if I came here for the Cherry Blossom Festival, huh? You're laughing with your eyes! I can see it! Fine! Time for a little boss battle, suckers!
You can still run away like the coward you are.
Now we show them! Ouch! I knew I should have sprung for the health meter enlargement I saw in that email. You're probably trying to clear out these terrorists, huh? Can I join the party? They'll still be here next month.
All clear, Commander.
I'll take things from here. Titanium Man seems to be behind all this. He just made off with some senators and took them underground. We'll cover the Capitol. You get down to the subway and pursue that tin-plated Russian and his pals. Can't spare anyone. I'm sure you can handle it on your own. Now get going!
Come on! That-a-way! The subway!
Who needs a hero, right?
Hey, when we see Titanium Man, let's try to get him to say moose and squirrel. If I were a supersized Russian bad guy, I'd head for some American chow. This way, to the food court.
You think you're gonna get away with this on my watch? All right, the cavalry! Yeah! Thanks. That big guy dragged Senator Lieber and the others toward Union Station. Keep going this way.
You're lucky I just ate. It's a mag attack.
Say what you want about Titanium Man. At least the trains are still running on time.
Da, Mavis. Your precious representative is safe. For now. Do you have the courage to save him? Let us see.
is almost as much fun as being a bad guy. These days, good guys wear black.
Supervillains, huh? Always in the last place you look.
You're not very
When in
good at
DC,
this. Sorry.
be sure to visit our scenic national park, Game Garage.
Have a nice trip.
That was fun, but I still prefer wall crawling.
We will bury you!
He's trying to escape with our elected representatives. Get your own, buddy.
Think your friend is corrupt in the back. I have no use for them. Follow me, heroes, if you dare!
Senator Lima from New York State, good to meet you. You've done us a great service. You heroes are okay in my book. Maybe we should put this registration business on hold.
That sounds like a great idea, Mr. Senator. I know the press might be pushing you folks to act, but...
Hey, I'm not in it for the headlines. I just want to do my job. Well, best of luck trying to catch that maniac. Like our state motto says, Excelsior.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
You don't look like the voting type.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, guys, I'll take these pencil pushers back to the Capitol. Give me a call if you want to hang out again.
Americans, your deaths are waiting. Here you are once again, a nation divided. Only this time, you will fall. with a little help if necessary. Your democratic ideals will be your undoing once your own people turn against you. Did you really think it would be that easy? До свидания.
Keep attacking. You'll disrupt his cloaking. His cloaking field is down. Get him.
My, what big teeth I have.
These mini-sentry guns will give you something new to think about.
I'll let him know where you are.
The Registration Act will be passed by your cowardly leaders, and you will become criminals! Sword man, my God! They cannot harm what they cannot see. When this is done, no one will ever trust you heroes again.
I do this.
Function! No! You think you've won, but you haven't. You'll soon see. You have already lost everything.
And so, to answer your question, Mr. Senator, in spite of these recent events, I don't believe forcing superheroes to register with the government is the answer. This law would split the hero community right down the middle, with consequences I'm not sure any of us want to ponder.
Was that really your best shot?
Sneaking around doesn't become you, Steve.
Maybe I'll need the practice. Maybe we all will.
Don't be so melodramatic. This whole thing would affect you least of all. You're already deputized.
You almost sound like you agree with them. This Registration Act would tear down everything we've done, destroy a century-old tradition of...
I'm trying to save it, Steve. As much of it as I can, anyway. Don't you see where this is headed? All it's going to take is one more slip-up by anyone in a cape, and we'll be lucky if registration is the worst they do. They could just turn us all into criminals, hunt us all down.
No, they won't, Tony. Not in my country.
Now return to our special live episode of The New Warriors, coming to you straight from Stamford, Connecticut, where the Warriors have just been spotted by their supervillain quarry. Looks like it's on.
I've got Cold Heart, you guys. Hey, somebody snag Nitro. He's rabbiting.
Don't worry, Speedball. I'm on it. On your feet, Nitro. And don't bother trying any of your stupid exploding tricks.
Oh, baby, don't you even know? You're playing with the big boys now.
Reports now coming in from Stamford, Connecticut indicate a massive explosion in a residential neighborhood.
Just over 12 hours ago now, and preliminary casualties are said to be over 600. In Washington, rumblings on whether superhero reform should be brought to the table.
Following last week's devastating explosion, Congress has rushed through passage of the Superhuman Registration Act, with the president expected to sign it.
This is just completely insane, Hill. I won't do it.
I'm sorry, was it not clear I was giving you an order?
You're asking me to arrest people who risk their lives for this country every day.
No, I'm ordering you to obey the will of the American people, Captain. Either you help us bring them in, or we'll bring you in.
Weapons down, gentlemen. Or I...
Trank darts, now! Take him down! Take him down!
Son, if you want to stay conscious.
You idiot. We were trying to save lives.
Of all the people to go underground, Captain America. Now every superhero who disagrees with the act suddenly has a leader. Maybe we should hold off until...
That won't be necessary, Mr. President. Registration can go forward as planned. We'll take care of Captain America.
And with the passage of the Superhuman Registration Act earlier this week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of them.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me. I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequences...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Senator Lieber decried the recent passage.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. But good luck getting anywhere with that.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Reed Richards.
Please leave your message at the tone.
Are you sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause.
To say about this historic
But me?
event. Our online polls will
Well, well. Speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds yet? From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence. I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing. If you're scared, feel free to do what you're told. Just don't call yourself a hero anymore. With Cap in charge, as long as it takes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're either with us or against us. Okay, look, I hope you make the right choice. We could use your help.
Though the incident
Hey,
was eclipsed,
good times, huh?
advocates point toward the Washington, D.C. attack.
I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. I mean doing whatever it takes to keep S.H.I.E.L.D. from taking over. That's what this is all about. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader. Traitors. Huh. That's what they called the Founding Fathers when they defended themselves against a corrupt system. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
Stark Enterprises.
Hey, you come to a decision yet?
Down $1.16.
For now, yeah, it is. Stamford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight. We already trust them with the cops and the military. Bottom line, we need checks and balances. Otherwise, more kids are gonna get killed. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Let's not start playing what if. What happened, happened. All we can do now is try to make sure it doesn't happen again. Look, I can't make the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
Hope things don't get out of hand.
Reed, I'm Tron.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other that criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this. There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the Act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. Perhaps. but I'd recommend you very carefully consider the consequences of your decision on this.
Continues. An official list of
I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. I'm not in charge of that, of course, but that's what I'm hearing. Not a pleasant thought. I wish I could spend more time with you, but unfortunately, there's a lot to do. Talk to you soon.
Hope things don't get out of hand.
All superhumans, the Registration Act is in effect. You are now required to meet with Commander Hill and register your identity with S.H.I.E.L.D.
The acting commander will be here any minute. Look sharp. The acting commander will be here any minute. Look sharp. I didn't sign up for trying to arrest capes. Hope things don't get out of hand.
I'm glad to see you're willing to meet with me on civil terms. Once you register, I'm sure we'll have a productive relationship. The paperwork is right here. Step up and sign, please. With Stark tech and S.H.I.E.L.D. muscle backing you up? Count on it. So, what's it gonna be, heroes? Just sign up here and you'll be bona fide law enforcement agents. You're not looking to start trouble, are you? Smart move. I'm glad to see you're going through with registration. Congratulations on making the right choice, heroes. The only one you really had. I'll look forward to working with you.
No! How could you? Cage told me I should have left with him and Iron Fist, but I didn't believe you'd do this! You damn traitors!
Well, looks like your first assignment just walked through the door. Either convince that idiot to register, or take him down.
Don't be a fool, Patriot. You don't want to be on the run.
Shut up! There's nothing you can say to make me join you. This is for Cap!
Come on, who's funnier? Me or Spidey?
I've been underestimated before.
An unfortunate introduction to government service for you. I'm sorry it had to come to that. Cage and Iron Fist refused to sign and escaped, and they're apparently not alone. I'm just glad you made the correct decision. Let's head back into the main area. We're gonna have our hands full, I expect, and I'm sure Tony will want to thank you personally once he gets back from Washington.
I don't need to tell you that you've made the right choice. You're here. And that means you understand the reality of our situation. You know what we're up against. Who we're up against. We simply can't restore the public's faith in us while Captain America and his recruits are still playing by the old rules.
SHIELD is going to use their expanded authority to keep supervillain activity in check. That leaves us with responsibility for dealing with the rogue heroes.
We need to act decisively to end this fast. We have a few leads, and may be close to identifying one or more locations being used as hideouts by the rebels. Come back here later. By then, we should have something more solid.
I hate that it's come to this, but we have a job to do. We'll reconvene at the briefing station when you're ready.
All non-essential personnel are now banned from Stark Tower until further notice.
Yes? Can I help you? People are responsible for their own actions. Cap's a big boy, and he made his choice. The wrong one. He threatened my people. Or is it possible you don't realize that under his squeaky clean image, Steve Rogers is a very dangerous man? After Fury went into hiding, the government wanted someone with no personal connection to him to lead SHIELD. A fresh start. No, they let me keep my own boots. That's enough small talk for now. Goodbye.
Heightened security measures now in effect. Please carry your ID badge at all times.
Shh. It's okay, Reed.
Hello. What can I do for you? They've given us no choice. We've cornered the government enough as it is. If we all refused registration, they'd take every one of us down. We'll do everything we can to avoid it. With any luck, Cap will give up quickly once we show him what he's up against. We'll be lucky if I'm that wrong about Steve. Because in my heart, I suspect he'll never give up.
All personnel.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Scans.
That's because you know nothing of real conflict. Not like I've seen, growing up in the world I did. I'm sure you've been through plenty. But let's talk after you've spent a few years in a mutant concentration camp, okay? I don't know, but it's damn disappointing. They should know better. I don't think that's it. But I'm not sure how much they stand to gain no matter which side wins. Sorry, can't talk more right now. Catch you later.
With so many unregistered superhumans to be arrested, concerns are already being raised as to where they can be safely incarcerated.
People are equipping themselves for a war. We need to cut off their supply lines before they can fortify. We've been tracking some suspicious cargo entering the Jersey City shipyards. We believe it's headed for a hideout being set up by the unregistered heroes.
Our original hope was to catch Cap himself. But my money says Cable is behind this op. He must be establishing this facility to support Captain America wherever he's hiding. Expect strong resistance. Cap's managed to turn a number of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to his cause. Apparently, they call themselves the White Star in his honor. And I'm sure he sent some of the unregistered heroes in for support.
Bishop will be running the show on the ground. If we can shut down this operation, we'll send a powerful message to Captain America and his followers.
Move it! We gotta get this cargo inside!
S.H.I.E.L.D. could be here any minute. Look sharp.
Okay, we're all here. Now listen up. Black Widow's going to scout ahead and locate the rebel hideout. Meanwhile, we'll provide a distraction.